Good evening, Assalamu Alaikum, and welcome to Sports Extra. I'm your host, Ahmad Nawaz. We've got a great lineup tonight. We're going to be starting off with the fact that Chairman of the English Cricket Board, Ian Watmore, has issued an apology to Pakistan and Pakistan Cricket Board and Pakistani fans and people who have been hurt by the decision of the English Cricket Board to pull out of a tour against Pakistan. He said, we need to rebuild our relationship with Pakistan. He said decision of abandoning the tour was made by players. We will deliver the scheduled tour next year. He said we're grateful to Pakistan for touring England, and also said that now we are rescheduling a complete tour to Pakistan that will include test matches and one-day internationals as well. So much needed apology, of course, but nonetheless, I think it's just a sugar-coated apology. They already have done the damage. The damage can't be reversed. It has cost us financially at the same time, and then morally, of course, as well. Not just particularly the PCB, but also Pakistan Television has suffered a financial loss as well due to this decision regarding the fact that there were TV rights up for grabs as well regarding the series of Pakistan up against England. After that, we'll be moving on to the National T20 Cup that is underway at the Rawalpindi Cricket Stadium. We had double headers once again. It is what Pakistan needs. Plans are very exciting and realistic. He said UK and Pakistan partnership in football is set to flourish. And this was also said by the chief executive of the GSV venture as well. He said it is time to revive 70 years of lost football. That was said by the chairman GSV. And the president, Dr. Arif Alvi, gave them the go-ahead to construct football once again in Pakistan, promote it separately from the affairs of the Pakistan Football Federation that is under a FIFA suspension. After that, moving on to the UEFA Champions League, a stunner last night. Finally, I'm able to be on the right side of the table this time. It was Manchester United, Ronaldo inspiring a stunning comeback against Villarreal, Man United beating them by 2-1. Chiesa guided Juventus elsewhere to victory against Blues' worst ever UCL start for Barcelona. Barcelona, of course, demolished by Benfica by 3-0. And there's been a lot of talk about sacking of Barcelona's manager as well, and definitely some thoughts have come in where he needs to be given more time because this is a great team and it might be able to bounce back. Discussing all of this in tonight's show, starting off with our segment for cricket, and particularly starting with the ECB's apology as well. We'll be discussing this further in detail, and the National T20 Cup. First of all, in studios, I've been joined by cricket commentator, cricket expert, somebody who's got a very keen eye on the game and he's got a lot of heart to speak the truth as well, Mr. K. Asif. Assalamu alaikum, Asif, how are you?
Wa alaikum assalam, I'm doing well, and your eyes are shining tonight.
Well, thank you so much. We've also been joined by senior sports journalist, somebody who really, bisects the game and talks about the real nitty-gritty things that we tend to miss out sometimes. Syed Haider bhai. Haider bhai, assalamu alaikum, welcome to Sports Extra.
Wa alaikum salam. Thank you very much.
Haider bhai, I'll give you the first take right now. An apology from the chairman of the ECB. It's a welcome development, but nonetheless, probably it won't undo the damage that has been done.
Yeah, absolutely. You're right. The damage has been done. And now the words for compensation and just giving sugar-coated excuse, I think it's not enough, because cricket is today is not only the game. It's a big commercial event. And once a series being planned, then a lot of things being they are involved there. And if you are going to cancel at the last moment, before just 10 days, 15 days before the tour, then it's very difficult for the host cricket board and host country how they can manage it. So I think ECB, at least they have done some compensation words, some excuse, but I think it's not enough. ECB should come forward with some solid words about it, and these words have been come after the players' comments, as we have seen day before yesterday, a comment from Charlotte Edwards, the former captain, women captain of England, and she has told that England Cricket Board has very short memory. That last year, 2020, when the pandemic, corona pandemic was very high, and Pakistan have toured England, and perhaps the England has missed this Pakistan's service for the England cricket. And therefore they have to go Pakistan, and they have to tour Pakistan. Even the security problem is there, but there is no issue. If the Pakistan government was offering a very high level security, then there is no question about it that they have to cancel. So I think the words from the England Cricket Board, they are welcome, but still they are not enough for the compensation.
Not enough indeed as well. And talking about this apology and the entire saga, the team of Sports Extra has got a report. Let's just go take a look and then come back.
England and Wales Cricket Board Chairman Ian Watmore has finally broken silence on the board's decision of cancelling the Pakistan tour recently, apologising to the Pakistanis hurt by it. These were Watmore's first public comments after England called off the Pakistan series, inviting anger from the Pakistan Cricket Board and cricket fans around the globe. In an interview with the Daily Telegraph, he mentioned that the decision the board made was an extremely difficult one, and the board made it with the primary consideration being the welfare and the mental health of the players and staff. He also confirmed that the board took the decision to pull out of the series on its own judgment and did not consult the players before taking it. Defending his decision, Watmore further said he did not know while committing to the tour that the United States would evacuate from Afghanistan and that New Zealand would pull out of the series at the last minute. Watmore said that England and Wales Cricket Board has committed to a proper rescheduled tour of Pakistan next year. Information Minister Babar Azam hailed the announcement of the England and Wales Cricket Board to visit Pakistan for a full tour next year and praised the international community for supporting Pakistan cricket. He mentioned in a tweet, announcement of England and Wales Cricket Board to visit Pakistan next year is a welcome step. I would like to thank the stars of the cricket world, diplomatic community, media and cricket lovers around the world on their support for Pakistan cricket. Yet again, Pakistan has emerged as a strong and resilient nation.
There you have it, all you need to know about this entire saga. Asif, your thoughts on this? A mere apology probably won't undo the damage. How do you see things forward now?
You guys are talking about that. I mean, this is sugar-coated statement, but I will say that it's an eyewash. And once you guys have decided, you have damaged Pakistan cricket, international cricket in Pakistan. Now, whatever you are saying, we don't care. We just want that the English team should reschedule their tour and should announce the dates. Yes, these are the dates, and they are coming to the Pakistan after the World Cup or maybe earlier in the next year. So then we would consider it that they are serious about Pakistan cricket, that they are serious about our thoughts, about the bringing back international cricket in Pakistan. Before that, I think that now this is the game that where they do understand what they had did. It's basically wrong, a wrong act. That's why now they're defending themselves with these kind of statements and issuing these kind of statements. And I'm quite sure that if Pakistan's PCB and the Pakistan nation stand like this, I do not have any doubt that all of the teams, the international teams, they will definitely come back to the Pakistan to play cricket.
Asif, double standards indeed are they? Because what we see here as because the first statement was because considering the mental well-being of players then denied that they had any part in this. Then the ECB said, okay, we did not consult the players. We just wanted to protect their physical and mental health, and at the same time, they're going ahead with their ashes.
Well, look, the first you're talking about the mental health, and the other thing that you said that we have cancelled the tour because of the security issues. And you know that the Kane Williamson, the New Zealand skipper, what he had said in his presser. He definitely apologized. Why? Everyone knows that the Pakistani nation, the cricket is second religion in Pakistan, not only Pakistan but in Asia as well. And when the Pakistani people, they are always ready to welcome international cricket in Pakistan. And at the last moment, you have told us that the security is not fair enough. So I think that then you should consider that what you guys are doing for the Pakistan. What we had done in the past. In the COVID situation, the Pakistan team went there, played Test cricket, played one ODIs and T20, and in the revenge, what we got?
We got nothing indeed as well. Haider, very pertinent to mention here that Pakistan and abandonment of this tour was not how things started, how they unfolded. We need to go a couple of days back or a week back as well, where they opted to abandon the test match between them and India. And what they cited was that it's a busy schedule and of course nitty-gritty things, but at the same time, at the very same night, on chartered flights, players left England to the UAE to play the IPL because they had to complete their quarantine period. Then things like these are happening. It definitely puts an eye on the ICC and gives us at least a fear that maybe the game that we all love will not remain the same anymore.
I had a story that the cancellation of the Pakistan tour and the cancellation of the test matches, Manchester test, Actually, it was due to IPL because the ECB was committed with the Indian Cricket Board or IPL management that the players should be engaged in the IPL remaining matches in UAE. So therefore, they have decided to go there and cancel the tour of the Pakistan. I think the reason what they have told us that it's security issues or some threat or something. I think there is not the reason. The reason is that the player board wanted to engage the players in IPL as the Indian Cricket Board wanted it. Uh, the power balance of power actually has been shifted to three nations in cricket: England, Australia, and India, and they are ruling for since long. And other nations, other cricket nations, they are just in the hands of these three countries. And once these three countries they give the NOC to the players, then they come and play the franchise PSL or something leagues. But in this case, recent case, England Cricket Board, I think they have decided players to move to IPL and cancel other activities. This is the reason.
This is the reason indeed as well. Asif, what's the way forward? I mean, just having this strict stance that we will not play our home series anywhere else in the world, is that enough, or do you think that more aggressive steps need to be taken?
Well, firstly, I mean, I appreciate Ramiz Raja's statement, and actually he broke the ice, and but it's not enough though. But at least you have taken a step
first
forward.
step, yeah.
Step forward, yeah. And now, if you want to take on with this statement, let's suppose if you're giving a statement that we are not playing with New Zealand in ICC World Cup, what would happen? It happened in the past, you know. What in 1996. Australia did not play in Sri Lanka, if you do remember.
Absolutely.
that. They played in final in Gaddafi Stadium, Lahore. Sri Lanka won the World Cup. But what happened? Australia, as Haider said, that these three big guns in the cricket, they're making their own decisions and they made their monopoly. Yes, but this is the time to break up their monopoly. And for that, we would have to stand together. And yes, we stand with PCB and Pakistan Cricket Board, and that's it.
What about our relevant boards that have supported us in the past? We know that Pakistan enjoys a good relationship with the Sri Lankan Cricket Board, with the South Africa Cricket Board as well. West Indies is already touring.
Bangladesh even.
Bangladesh is a bit here and there. But do you think that probably we might see a new block forward in the ICC?
Yes, of course, you know, that you should have plan A. If it's not working, you should have plan B and plan C. Sri Lanka already said that we are ready to come to Pakistan, and we should give them some window after the World Cup and after the Bangladesh series, because we are going to Bangladesh right after the World Cup. So we should make a window for Sri Lanka, and yes, if Wendy's are ready to come Pakistan, would be a good news for Pakistan.
Definitely good news for Pakistan indeed as well. But on that note, I think I will agree with my guest that an aggressive approach was needed, and it has come. So a lot of appreciation to the PCB and Chairman Ramiz Raja on this. But events will unfold, and we will see after the World Cup how things are going forward. On that note, coming now to the National T20 Cup that is underway in Rawalpindi, we've got a double-header once again. Central Punjab setting a target of 201 runs for the northern side. And, you know, somewhat there has been a talk about the scheduling as well, because we know last night Northern played a night match and then, of course, a day match very next day. A lot of fatigue and, you know, a lot of things involved for the players indeed. But if you just see the live action on your screens right now, I'll just try to get it on full screen for you. Live action is there on series. That means that they would comfortably be over the mark very soon. So probably you can see that, you know, it has been an exciting match. So this is the first high scoring intensity match that we see. And Northern have come back really strong. Even last night, Shadab Khan's performance was absolutely superb with the bat.
Yeah, that's true. It's a very good opportunity for the players to get some training in the National T20 Cup. As we have seen last night, Mohammad Nawaz, he's in the T20 squad and he has batted well. He has played a silent role for the victory of the Northern. So I think all other players, they are getting also some good training and practice in this T20 Cup. I think PCB has taken a good step to move for the domestic cricket at high level. This is the best thing what we do, because if the international teams they are not coming to Pakistan, so we have to improve our domestic cricket. And national T20 at this moment, what is going on in Rawalpindi, that's very good. The broadcasting level is very fine, and the players, all the superstars, Pakistan super national players, they are playing there in the teams. So I think it's a very good move, and it will help more and more for the Pakistan for the T20 team.
Definitely will help. Asif, your thoughts, I think, before we move on to the game in particular right now. Babar Azam getting back into form at a very critical point. Your thoughts?
Babar Azam, no doubt, without any hesitation, he's always classy. He's always, his batting is elegant, and he always looks very fresh. Yes, supporting this 100, that it's really important before the World Cup. He scored 100 in national T20, will definitely give him a booster and in his confidence. But the issue is that once again his team is losing. This is an important question. And whenever the people, they do talk about this, and they criticize that whenever Babar Azam scores century, his team never win. So this is the time that Babar Azam should now convert his class into the great player. And like, you know, that Virat Kohli, he has scored 10 centuries while chasing more than 300 in one-day international. This is called class. So no doubt Babar Azam is fantastic. Babar Azam is marvelous. He's backbone for Pakistan. But now he should convert his abilities into the great player.
But players who have not been in the squad are finding form at a strange time. Haider Ali just scored an 88, not out so far. This opens up that debate once again that, you know, we try to stay away from that, but we are again dragged back to the fact that the squad.
Well, now PCB's selection committee, the Pakistan Cricket Board selection committee, they're not owning on they're not standing on their own decisions. And it means that the people who criticized that the criticism was fair. How's that the Shoaib Malik he was not in the T20 squad from last couple of years, and we were not considering him for the World Cup. But at the end, what we had done, that we dropped Asif Ali, we dropped Azam Khan, we brought him back. And no doubt that he has plenty of experience. Once again, that he never remained a match-winning guy. I'm saying these lines again, that Shoaib Malik never remained a match-winning player. So, never remain a finisher. Now this is the time that it's a big tournament and you're giving him chance after a long time. I don't know that either he would be able to perform up to the mark, but yes, it's his last World Cup, so we are giving him good luck.
Haider, your thoughts on the games that we are seeing right now? Like I said, people are finding form who are not part of the T20 squad. So this just raises serious doubt over the abilities of the selection committee so far.
No, you cannot blame the selection committee, because selection committee choosing the players from the current situation, recent what they have done in the past leagues, past in Pakistan cricket. So selectors, they have always very limited number of the players. They cannot chase every player. But in this T20 Cup, if the players they are not in the squad, if they are performing well, then they have a chance more, because the cricket is not finished. Cricket is not all over after the T20 World Cup. We have more cricket. We have more Test cricket, international T20 cricket, one-day international cricket. So we have more chance.
This is what you want to see in T20 cricket.
Yes, that's right. I mean, this is the beauty of T20 cricket, that a team scoring more than 200, an opposition is chasing with great efforts. So it always making you happiness, it always making you joyous. And congratulations to Northern and of course Shadab Khan. But the question is that had they really scored good? And now if you go on the domestic performance, will be this selection committee considering this performance as well, and they will rethink about the selection, or they will go with the same squad?
Definitely, that would be the question. Asif, thank you so much for joining us. Syed Haider bhai, thank you so much for joining us as well. On that note, we'll end the segment of cricket. That was said by the chief executive of the global soccer venture, Mr. Khan, who highlighted that it's time to revive 70 years of lost football in Pakistan. Starting off with this and then moving on to the Champions League, of course, as well. We've been joined in studios by a young football coach and, of course, a football expert and somebody who can keenly analyze not just this, but football in general as well. As always, a pleasure to have him on the show, Sabeel Hazir. Assalamu alaikum, Sabeel, how are you?
Walaikum, I'm good. Thank you again for having me.
Well, let's be honest, it's been absolutely devastating, the situation of football in Pakistan, not just right now, but since forever that we know that it's not been able to get a lift. How do you see this important venture? How is it going to change the scenario now?
Well, Pakistan needs two things. Well, every country needs two things basically. First, they need football to actually be happening and a structure in a league for that to happen within. And two, it needs to not take any fights with FIFA or federations, especially when you're a country in terms of football that is minuscule like Pakistan is. So this venture coming in, look, ideally, obviously what you want is a grassroots level which leads to a pyramid structure on top. So franchising perhaps isn't the best thing for football, but for Pakistani football, this is infinitely better than anything we've ever had. And it will, if nothing else, show a market that is there for football. And if it proves to be profitable, that's where the actual development happens. Not just from this league coming in, but from if this league can prove to be profitable, we will get more investment, and then we can actually look to grow the game and improve it. And thankfully, they've now taken the steps after the meeting with the president that they will now not be partnering up with the PFF, and that's obviously for tons of legal reasons with FIFA. And that was my only worry when I heard about this. I was like, it's good that football's coming, but we cannot afford to pick any more fights with FIFA. And now that obviously they've backed away, because obviously the FIFA PFF headquarters were taken over, and there's all of that, those issues behind the scenes. It is just good to see that this will be happening as a purely private venture, and that's for the best, because the PFF has never really delivered for football anyway. So it's good.
That's important to keep the credibility of this entire project intact. It was very important for it to get away from the PFF and function as an autonomous body. To talk further on this, we've been joined by the communications head of the GSV, Miss Maheen Hussain Qureshi. Maheen, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Sports Extra.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you for having me.
Great to have you on the show. Now, first of all, for people who don't understand this entire initiative or who are not familiar, what would you like to tell the viewers about the GSV and its ventures in Pakistan?
Yeah, of course. So Global Soccer Ventures is a private group that is coming in with a three-part strategy of really not just saying that reviving the sport, but actually putting in a structure for it to flourish. Right? As a group, what we are doing at the moment is three things. Number one, create an aspirational level league that builds that interest. We do understand that Pakistan is a footballing nation. A lot of people say that it isn't or it exists in pockets only, but we've been working at this for a while. And if you think about not just the people who watch international football, there are players over here in different pockets doing everything that they can to just keep playing, right, without any support from any side at all. What we're trying to do is create a platform where football is celebrated as a sport. And the only way to do that is to commercialize it. One way, you have an example of Indian Super League in India. Then you have PSL in Pakistan, right, who's just created a new norm for cricket, not only over here, internationally. And that's the aspiration with PFL as well. But what we are going to do is create a franchise-based system where you have 6 franchises to begin with in the first season, and they're going to be partnering with European clubs just to have a tactical knowledge transfer and actually be able to get that sort of international attention in Pakistan football. We're doing that because we do know that there's talent. It just needs a platform to come out. And we've seen for the past 70 years, footballers have only suffered, right? We need to understand that the real stakeholders of football are footballers, referees, coaches, right? People who are trying to make it work even in the worst of circumstances. I don't think Pakistan football has been at any worse stage than it is right now. So what we're trying to do is ignite it by creating a league in which you have national support, right? Because if you think about it, even the big games don't even get broadcasted on TV, right? That's how much football is far behind. And with the league, we're not just saying that everything is going to change like after the first season, but at least you will have our local players playing alongside international players, right, actually getting tactical knowledge over here and getting a chance to show what they have.
Right.
And that's not
what's the timeline of events that we see? I understand the whole scenario and how it's going to promote football for Pakistan. What's the timeline of events that we see? Where do we stand right now? Your meeting with the president, of course, was very productive. We just highlighted what has come out for it. Is a great development that you get to function as an autonomous body. What's the timeline of events? How soon can we see proper action now?
Okay. So we are looking at starting next year. Right now, we are doing two things, which is something that we're taking time to announce as well. So we're not just doing the league, we're trying to create the place where it's played at, and that's part of our infrastructure development. So while we put things in motion for the stadium, where we want to hold the first season of the league in Karachi, so for that, we're looking at sometime next year. And soon we'll be coming out with different announcements of the franchises, of the clubs, of the players. So there's a lot to do. It's not just the league at the end. We're bringing in that attention that's required. And very soon we're doing our launch. And yeah, you'll get to know in October the rest of the details as they come out.
Right, Maheen, that's wonderful. All the very best to you and the team of GSV. And certainly we're looking at you to change football in Pakistan. Thank you so much for joining us. Right, that was Maheen Hussain Qureshi, who is the communications head of the GSV. What she highlighted, Sabeel, very quickly, that not just taking it commercial, but also supporting infrastructure development in Pakistan, which has not been there for football.
That's the key, because if you set up something without the infrastructure, for example, at the grassroots level, which perhaps will come more long term, if, like I said, once it becomes profitable and they can expand the project even further, that's where the real change will happen. Because the current crops of players who are coming through, look, I've played with a lot of these guys. I know a lot of these guys who are in the Pakistani footballing circuit. And I'm just happy now they have an opportunity to earn a good living, get the recognition, and actually have their hard work pay off. But it's that next generation of people who will have something to look forward to, where the quality will really improve of Pakistani football, and that's where the development will start to take place in the next crops of players that are going to come in generations to come.
Definitely, that is the case. Now, moving our focus to the Champions League, and what an exciting night it was. I wish my expressions were as good as Evra or Ferdinand, but nonetheless, I will be over the moon. And there you have it on your screens. That tells you all. The final winner, the goal that changed it all, Cristiano Ronaldo also making a record for the most appearances in Champions League football, and then on the same night getting that last-minute winner as well for United. Before that, Alex Telles managing to equalize courtesy of free kick of Bruno Fernandes. I want to talk about the game in detail. Sabeel, your thoughts on the game. How did you find it completely when we talk about these two teams? We know that they were going at it once again. They've already been there, so it was a bit nerve-wracking for United fans.
First thing that we all have to address is there is nobody more clutch in football than Cristiano Ronaldo. So obviously that's the culmination at the end. Okay, so let's get to that. Obviously that's what we're excited to talk about. United started off all right. They weren't spectacular, but they're doing well. They were lumping a lot of balls in from corners and things, and Ronaldo got his head to one, and they weren't creating these clear-cut chances. On the other hand, though, you had Danjuma on the left-hand side playing against Dalot, and he was having so much success, and that's where the real threat was. They're having a lot more clear-cut chances than Manchester United, Villarreal, and it was De Gea who kept them in the game, right? So that was kind of the story of the first half, that they were in the game, and Danjuma was just creating
But particularly
chances.
because you just mentioned De Gea, it really looked like he wanted to prove a point last night, because I'll be very frank, I observed it very keenly. He was a completely different player last night, what we've used to seeing.
Exactly. He was so strong in the saves. He kept his arms out strong. He stayed up till the last minute to make sure the ball wasn't going over him, not going over his legs. Very good, fundamental goalkeeping. And it looks like his focus was just unbreakable. He switched on throughout, and they just weren't going to catch him out. Obviously, then they do go and score, and the way United equalized, I think that's where the change in strategy came, because they saw that from the corners, the balls coming in long aren't really working. So when they got that free kick, they played it out of the box. And tell us, look, this is what he used to do at Porto. He has incredible striking technique, and he had a sea of yellow in front of him, and he manages to pick out that corner. That's sublime technique. And then obviously, that gives them the lift. Ronaldo after the game spoke about the fans and how important they are for all of this. That lifted the fans then lifted the team, and then Cristiano Ronaldo, last 30 seconds or whatever it was, he of course comes good again. The man just cannot stop providing highlight reel moments.
Well, it looks like that, if you're acting as the best player in the world, then probably fate is on your side as well, because that was something completely unexpected.
I think that self-belief, like you're saying that, you know, to say you're the best player in the world, fate will be on your side. He's created this aura around himself that he's probably bought into himself that, look, I am Cristiano Ronaldo. I can change the game at any single moment. And all it took was a ball coming in. He heads it down to Jesse Lingard, who has two people around him. They're probably nervous to tackle him and bring him down. He lays it off. And Ronaldo, it's not like he gets the perfect connection, but with him, it's always just enough to get
Just
to the
enough
net.
to get it over the
And
line.
that's what you need.
Well, Solskjaer's reaction on both those goals told us that how much this meant to him. Because remember, in the last couple of games, we have been a bit skeptical about him as well.